Good Sunday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and live coverage of the Midwest Pro Late Model Series. Round number one, coming to you from Eldora Speedway. Normally we don't have Sunday shows, but we're going to do the ones we can for these guys. Got a couple of drivers in here that kind of special to the network, and so we're trying to do them as much of a favor as we can. Let these guys have some airtime. Hello, Jay, Jane, Bill, Faw. Got YouTube and Twitch going. If you're over on Facebook, make sure you say hi in the chat. We'll know all the platforms are operating. If you're over there on that Facebook, make sure you like, share, and follow if this is your first time with us. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, hit the subscribe button so you know that we go live. You get a notification. You won't miss a single show. About 19 drivers checked in for round number one. Should be a pretty good one. These guys have been out here practicing for nearly 30 minutes, and they're getting the track war in pretty well. Couple, 2 or 3 heat races. Big feature. Pretty good week of racing this week for you. Got the show here tonight. Got 2 tomorrow night with the Dirt Singers. Monday Night Thunder. Justin Jim Steakhouse. Big block modified series going into round number 6 this week for them. And then the Midwest Barbecue and Equipment 410 Outlaw Series in round number 3 tomorrow night, the second show. Tuesday night, ERA, I think they wrap their season up, and they take a couple of weeks off before they come back. Wednesday, Thursday look open. Friday this week does appear to be open, but we will not be available, so we'll be gone all weekend. So we won't be around, and then we'll come back around next week. And next week is a big week because the Monday guys go, the Tuesday guys, I don't know if they're back yet or not, but Wednesday, the Midwest Truck Series boys are back. That should be a lot of fun. And we're still trying to fill in some Thursday stuff. It's not locked down in stone, but we're really trying hard to lock some stuff in for Thursdays. 34 of Corey Boudinot will be our first qualifier out. Couple, 3 or 4 drivers now on track. Everett Bigelow. We'll watch a couple of these guys go by, and then we'll swap. Try to catch as many drivers as we can. Yeah, trucks are back on the 12th. Jay, I got word, I forget what day it was. Thursday, maybe? Confirming if we were going to be around for that. Boudinot, 15.57, sets the bar. Smith was second quick. Bigelow jumps up a little ways. We're still waiting to see where that 14 car is going to roll out. I haven't seen him yet. Tracy Burns. Chisholm Burns is out here in that 10 car. There's Adam Vinny. Adam Vinny was third quick on his first lap, 71. His second lap, did he go faster? No, 59. So he'll stay third, and he really makes it hard for anybody to get in between he and Boudinot. As Smith goes 15.56 to grab the top spot right now. This is Alan Stallings. Stallings 7th quick on lap number 1. We got a couple more out. Russell Harold is out. Noah Abbott, Tony Martin. We'll jump to them here momentarily. Second one for Stallings. He did not go quicker. He went slower. Here's Noah Abbott coming out of turn number 4. Across the line. 4th quick at 15.59. Same speed as Vinny. I think he brushed the fence right there. He may not get a second lap. Tony Martin goes 6th quick. David Murphy now on the track. He's on his warm-up lap. We'll watch his second lap from Abbott. Yeah, he did not go faster. In fact, he clipped the wall down there, too. I thought I saw the car bounce off the fence. Martin goes to the top, 15.53. He edged out Matt Smith. David Murphy in the 18. One of the final three cars, Austin Strang and Jacob Lamb, have not even rolled onto the track to try to put up time. That time, 12th quick, 16.24. He's about 0.7 of a second off, and now his second lap going to be considerably slower. And he will not improve beyond 12. So I don't know if Strang and Lamb are going to make qualifying attempts or not, but it isn't looking good. So 17 of our 19 will have taken time, and Tony Martin will go on the board as quick time. Matt Smith second, Corey Boudinot, Adam Vinny, and Noah Abbott in the top 5. Hope everybody had a good weekend, man. We had some great weather. A little bit of wind, but great weather, and then it rained today, which excites me a lot. Because we got a lawn treatment and aeration done over the weekend. So a little bit of rain is going to go a long ways into helping green up the grass quicker this year. Just waiting on this session to end so that we can prepare for our first heat race. Don't forget about us tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, show number 1, 9:30 Eastern for show number 2. Tuesday night, 8:30. It's about 8:20 actually Eastern when we go officially live. Maybe 8:15. Just kind of depends on what all we have to get done pre-race. Tomorrow or Tuesday, we may go a little early because we may have to talk to a couple of drivers. We talked to them last Tuesday at the end of the night, but they're going to come in within just a handful of points of one another on championship night, so we may want to get some thoughts from them before they actually get out there and race. Thursday night still up in the air. Could be a Netcode Esports night. We elected not to this Thursday, and we did not get reached out to by Racers Elite, but we actually had some things that we really wanted to get done Thursday. Some of our logos quit making the trips from where they're stored to where we show them, and we had to fix that. So possibly 4 heat races with the way this looks, but let's check this first. As Tony Martin and Adam Vinny are going to make up our front row. That's the 22 and the 14, respectively. Aaron Murphy in the 2 and Alan Stallings in that 197 in row number 2. Then Brock Bigelow, the 27, and Kyle Thayer in the 89 in the 3rd and final row. The way that looks like we're going to get a 6 and 3 5s. And we're only going to get 5 of them because Stallings did not roll out. Yeah, Jay, we got that in just a few minutes ago. We had to adjust it a little bit because the last time we used it was a little bigger. So I had to make an on-the-fly adjustment to it. It's still kind of big, but at this point, man, we don't care. We want big logos. All right, so we only get 5 of our 6. Alan Stallings not rolling out for the heat. All right, pace truck. We'll duck on out of the way, and we are about to get the green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Pretty good start on the front row. Martin slides across the nose of Vinny. Through 1 and 2, and Adam Vinny will stay tucked right up underneath the push bar. Now goes to the bottom in turns 3 and 4. Who will lead lap number 1? It'll be Martin by a car length. Vinny and Martin breaking away from Aaron Murphy in third. Murphy working the car down off the hill. I don't think he's comfortable along the fences up there. Everybody else right to the fluff, and they're kind of keeping it in there. Oh, this time Adam Vinny bends the right rear corner up just a little bit as he slapped the fence. Jumped over that fluff. Once you jump it, kind of difficult to get the car to stop before it gets to them concrete barriers. Three laps to go this time. It is 1.3 seconds from Adam Vinny to Aaron Murphy. Then Brock Bigelow is fourth. Kyle Thaler has taken his car to the infield. And Alan Stallings did not roll out for the green flag. We're coming around to the 2 to go signal. Now Martin's starting to ease away. He's opened it up to about 0.7 of a second over Adam Vinny. White flag. You know what? They're orange. I have no idea. I have no idea what he's up to, Jay. Out of turn 4 to the checkers for the first time. The Pro Late Model Series of Midwest. Tony Martin picking up the win. Adam Vinny, Aaron Murphy, Brock Bigelow, Kyle Thaler, and Alan Stallings, the official finishing order. So our second heat, going to line up on pit road. This is how we'll do it. The 31 of Matt Smith will have the pole, and he'll have the 32 of Noah Abbott on his outside. I know that says 5, but the car says 32. Justin Blazer, the 78, row 2 to the inside. Hedron Taylor in the 349 on the outside of that row. And then on the back row, 16 of Tracy Burns and Russell Harold in the 41. I was watching that 31 car sit there and just kind of bounce. He was sitting still, and the car was rocking around. That used to be a serious thing. I don't know. Maybe they reverted back to something. But you used to be able to get the car to kind of hop sideways, just sitting on the grid right there. So good luck at that field as it rolls by. Yeah, he had some hydraulics on it. I don't know. That was weird. Strange to me for sure. I thought we did away with all that. So. All right, we're ready to go green here. Heat number 2. Pace truck's out of the way, and the green flag. Good jump for Smith. He'll lead the side-by-side battle of Abbott and Blazer, and Abbott goes to the top side, uses momentum, takes the second spot. There'll be 1, 2, 3 at side-by-side. Burns and Taylor back here. Oh, car into the fence. That's going to be Abbott in the 32. He might be broken. Noah Abbott already with trouble. He's taking that car slowly around to 3 and 4. He broke some suspension parts very quickly here. There goes Smith. He's out by over a second on second place, Justin Blazer. And then it's another second back to the Burns and Taylor battle, and Taylor with a big blink right there. Now Burns catches a little bit of fence, and Tracy Burns will fall to the back. Not sure what happened to Blazer's car, but he came to almost a complete stop right there. And now Matt Smith almost could coast home for this one. He's over 5 seconds ahead, and he's coming around to just 3 laps to go. Russell Harold in the 41. In the second spot, Hadron Taylor. And that's the only 3 cars left. Everybody else has broken something or wrecked the car, and they're off in the pits. Two to go for your leader. Gone, gone, gone. He's running 1588. Car a little tight getting into turn 3 right there. He really had to pedal the car that time. It cost him about 0.3 of a second. But Matt Smith is going to come out of turn 3 and 4. He's going to win heat number 2. Harold going to come home second. And Taylor will come home third behind that. Then Blazer, Burns, and Abbott, the remaining cars in the field. So Heat 3, 6 cars. We may have ended up with only 18. I'm not really sure. I could have swore I counted 19 before, but I've done other things. Pole sitter, 34. That's going to be Corey Boudinot. Beside him, in the 10, Chisholm Burns. Jonathan Scott, the 51, row 2 to the inside, next to David Murphy in the 18. And the final row in this heat is going to be the 21 of Michael Everett on the inside and Jacob Lamb in the 420 on the outside. We didn't see Lamb in qualifying. One more time around before we get the green. What I believe is the final heat race of the show. I'm almost positive I counted 19 cars when we were doing qualifying, but maybe somebody came in and left and got out before scoring got locked. They just kept their name in the list. Either way, the pace truck's out of the way. We are ready to go green in heat number 3. Pretty good start. All the way around. Boudinot will have the point. Burns will be second, but it's another side-by-side battle for third. Murphy and Scott still side-by-side. Murphy up top. Oh, car kind of got away. I think he got up on top that fluff and he lost the right rear, and that's going to give Scott the position. Murphy slides into fourth. Lamb is behind that. And Michael Everett trailing the field back here in the 21 car, but Boudinot not escaping. Chisholm Burns. Burns is close, about 4 car lengths total. Oh, this time Burns nicks the fence, drives the car down away from it. Very little damage on that right rear corner. Four to go that time. Scott now has started to get away from everybody behind him. The 18 of Murphy. Murphy's got a pretty good gap back to a close battle for 5th and 6th. Lamb in the 420, Everett in the 21. Most of these guys run the Wednesday night series. Truckers, truck racers. 2 to go for Boudinot. So dirt may be something that they are experiencing, not maybe for the first time, but in competition. Yeah, it could be. They could just get in there and play with it some, but they are not used to being in competition. White flag, and Boudinot is absolutely out of here. He is gone. He'll go through 3 and 4, and he wins heat number 3 easily. Burns is second. Scott will come home third. Murphy easily in the fourth spot. And now Everett got around Lamb, and he'll pick up fifth here. Lamb will come home sixth. And I believe our heat racing action has ended. No issues in our heat races. And on to the warm-up we go. Everybody is going to tonight's A-Main. We'll see how long they allow this to run. I am going to go back and I am going to take a look at these results. Well, maybe I'm not. It's not going to let me. That's okay. We're not going to be sad about that. Ooh, a little touchy-feely right there. That'll get you a bent nose cover, that's for sure. Good long look here under the lights. Eldora Speedway up on the hill right outside of turn 2. See the track starting to get a little dry slick on the entries right there. Starting to blacken out just a bit. That'll make it fun for these guys getting around here. 40 laps for our feature tonight. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's dirt racing. We got to do a little bumping, a little rubbing. If you go home with straight body pounds, you probably didn't win. Just going to say it. Alan Stallings does come out. So 19 drivers are in here. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I did not count that wrong. I know I didn't. We had a 7 in the first one and 6s following that. And that does make us 19. But we had drivers that didn't roll out for their heat race. And I think I got a little confused right there. So that car right there, that NOS Energy Drink number 9, is a car we did not see. He's 8th quick in the standings right now, but he was not out for his heat race. Here's a good look from our helicopter cam. You can see the track ironed out pretty nicely. Got a nice slick groove going right through the middle at both ends. Guys, do not be afraid to say hi in the chat. I don't see anybody over on Facebook at all. I'm sure we're there. I have no doubts that we are streaming to Facebook. We just do not have any interactions at the moment. Mr. Bill, the artwork, I think I told you guys Tuesday, the artwork is all approved. Now we're just waiting for a quantity. And I'm trying to see what we do here Tuesday night with the over-under. And if we get a third winner. If not, we'll get them ordered. And as soon as we've got them, we'll get everything squared away. And we'll get some shipping done as soon as we get those back. So finding out that Mr. Stallings was having an electronic issue is why he missed his heat race. It looks like maybe he has that back fixed. I'm not sure. All that's left now is the feature. 40 laps, and hopefully at the end of it we'll get to talk to our top three. These guys have to join us here in the booth, so we'll get ready for that. Easy show for us this evening. I bet these guys go out here and go flag to flag. But before they do, we have got to go through the starting lineup, and it's going to be the 22 of Tony Martin and the 31 of Matt Smith on our front row. And then the 34 of Corey Boudinot, your 3 heat race winners. He starts inside row number 2. Next to the 14 of Adam Vinny, Russell Harold, the 41, and Chisholm Burns in the 10, making up a row number 3. Your 4th row, the 2 of Aaron Murphy, the 349 of Hadron Alt Taylor. And then Jonathan Scott, the 51, Brock Bigelow, the 27 in row 5. Row 6 is Tracy Burns inside in the 16, and the 18 of David Murphy on the outside. Kyle Thayer, the 89, inside of row 7 with Justin Blazer, his partner in that row on the outside in the 78. 21 of Michael Everett, next to the 9 of Alan Stallings, and Stallings again did not roll out for this, so Jacob Lamb in the 420 will scoot up there into row number 8. And your 9th and final row back here, Noah Abbott on the back of that row. Alan Stallings out of the server, unfortunately. So the field formed up, ready to go green. Pace truck will duck out of the way. 40 laps the distance. Round number 1 with Midwest Pro Late Model Series presented by Beardsconsin is underway. Boudinot, big slider. Right through turns 1 and 2. He had the lead for about 100 feet. And Martin went right back by, but he is going to end up with 2nd. And Smith slides in behind him for 3rd, right in front of Adam Vinny. Chisholm Burns goes to the bottom and tries to take 4th away from the 14 car. All right, now that inside line, strong in the corners, but loses its momentum on the exits. And Vinny goes right back by. Murphy, Blazer, Scott, Abbott, and then David Murphy into that 18 car, the top 10. We have our first caution. This will be 41 cars already heavily damaged. Russell Harold already had a whole lot of damage. And we're going to get caution because he's going to try to get in the pits right there and not make it. And that car coming behind him is what really was the problem. Let's back up and see, because we're just a couple of laps in. Ooh, that right front is toe up. I don't know. That happened a long ways back. Yeah, that happened way back. Looks like maybe contact with another car or something must have caused that. So we'll get back a little closer to the front here. Martin and Boudinot 1-2. Smith is 3rd. Vinny, Burns, Murphy, Blazer, Scott, Harold, and Abbott. Russell Harold, no, Abbott can't. Russell Harold is, looks like he got the right front maybe either fixed or he's going back in to finish fixing it. So we'll double them back up. We'll get ready to go back green. Welcome to the show, Robert. pace truck's out of the way. Tony Martin back on the throttle again, and he got another good start. He'll get to the front, go right to the top in front of Boudinot. They're going to be 4 wide through turn number 2. 3 wide now behind for third. Adam Vinny was way up top. Momentum line for the 14. He'll come out of there in 4th, and he is going to stay up top. Looking for more positions, trying to get around Burns here out of turn number 2. Smith tucked in behind him, and he's going to stay up top as well. That time, Vinny streaks across the line in 3rd, right behind Boudinot. Now Smith clears Burns. Noah Abbott is coming as well. And Abbott is down on the bottom. Everybody else is working the top and making that momentum work for him now. He'll move up, get in line. Right in front of Blazer. We'll go back up front because the lead is starting to be challenged. Boudinot closed in 3 and 4. Martin got away down the front stretch. Eight laps already in the books. I distinctly remember me saying that too, and that's usually the announcer's curse. Corey Boudinot with a problem. Clips the fence. Right front suspension looks broke. Left rear suspension might be sitting, and we got cars down behind Jonathan Scott. Appears to have put his car in a compromised position. Oh, hard into the right rear and then really hard into the right front. If that car comes to a stop, that's going to be our caution, and it will right here out of 2. Right there. Here comes a car. That's enough to cause the caution as Michael Everett was closing in on him. So Boudinot's going to the pits. He is going to try to get that thing fixed. And that'll shuffle the front just a little bit. It'll put Martin still out on the point. But Vinny is up to 2nd. Smith is 3rd. Burns, Abbott through 5. Blazer, Thayer, Murphy, Taylor, Everett, and Lamb. So we go single file once again. Looking for cars coming on and off pit road. Russell Harrell back, and he's going to get a wave around. Aaron Murphy is at the back of the pack. He is going to join Corey Boudinot back here. And we'll get ready to go back to the front because they're doubling up, getting ready to go back to the green flag. And when I said that, I truly believed it. I thought for sure they had a shot to go, big, wide, fast track. So far, the guys were able to handle it in the heats. I thought for sure we'd go flag to flag. Unfortunately, I was wrong.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air once again. Martin with another great start. He is staying out on the point. Vinny escaped what could have been a 3 wide there. He'll grab 2nd. Smith right behind him on the top side is going to take 3rd away from Abbott. Abbott is staying down on the bottom. He's working the inside. He is not keeping that car as far down low as I think he ought to in 1 and 2 for sure. I think if he was able to stay another car width lower, he could find that launch pad off the bottom of 2. Look who's already up to 5th and 6th. Boudinot restarted about 12th or 13th, and he is already back inside the top 7, and he's keeping the 34 down there where you need to find grip right off the bottom. Right down near the fence. He'll get a good launch right here and a big run up the backstretch. We'll go back to the front because Adam Vinny is reeling your leader in. Tony Martin still out front. Has not left the top side of the racetrack since we dropped the green flag. He gets a restart, goes immediately to the top, and we're going to caution one more time. Aaron Murphy and Tracy Burns. Well, let's go see. Murphy right there in that 0 car, and Burns is in car right in front of the 18. Oh, they go down the corner, a little contact. Both go around. Here comes company. There's your caution right there. When the 51 was still closing in. So our third caution. Now I'll have to remember not to do that next time. Do not say that you think they're going to go flag to flag. Because if you do, I'll tell you what probably one of the main contributing factors to this is. There's probably two, but the biggest one is a whole bunch of guys that don't normally race together, and they're not exactly sure how the other guys race. And that usually gives you, rookie night blues. The other thing is that maybe they're not used to running on tracks that get this slick, some guys, and they just have a little trouble navigating and negotiating. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying I've seen that. Doubling them up once again, getting ready to go back to the green flag. Be 24 to go when we... No, it'll be 25 to go. 25 to go. When that green flag drops. Besides, you came to watch racing, Jay. You don't want to hustle out of here, do you?
Green, green, green.
All right, once again, back to the throttle, the 22. He'll go straight to the top as he has done every start and restart thus far. Adam Vinny, clean and clear, and Kyle Thaler. Jacob Lamb and Michael Everett, I think, are going to have big problems on this restart at the back. Yeah, a little bit of a wonky get up here. Yep, Michael Everett, Kyle Thaler. There's the 420 of Lamb getting into it as well. Tires bouncing here and there. Cars coming out of pit road. Oh, the 88's missing the right front. That's why his car isn't steering very good. So. We got a little yellow fever going on. We're going to get cars back on the lead lap. Thayer and Lamb on pit road. So is Michael Everett. I feel like that's Tracy Burman. Maybe it's not. It was Aaron Murphy that was waved around the pace car. And here we go again. He'll go by for a second time. That should get him back to pretty close to the lead lap. Michael Everett got out in front of everybody. I think that could have been... Well, I don't know who the man was. It was Scott, I think, going around and getting back on the lead lap. 51 car. But pace car is out of our way. Restart with 24 to go. This time Adam Vinny's got company down on the inside. The 31 of Martin. Here comes the 32. That's Abbott. And Abbott thought about trying to thread the needle and throw the slider. He just didn't have enough momentum. He'll fall back to third. And he's side by side with Matt Smith. Boudinot right back in this thing. Look at that. Gets into it. Right rear slapped the fence. He bent the car up. They went and pulled that all out. He restarted 13th a little bit ago. He's back in the top 4 and looking to go forward. A lot of laps remaining. We are creeping in on halfway. Not this time, but next time we'll be halfway. And Abbott just keeps showing Vinny the door right there. Now he's going to have to play defense for a little bit. Noah Abbott will in the 32. Gets Budno to go to the bottom and lose a lot of ground to him. And now maybe he'll take a deep breath as the lead is being challenged. That time Vinny looked for it, and he's going to leave the door open almost long enough for Abbott to get there. Boy, he barely got that closed in time. Almost got turned off the nose of the 32 trying to shut the door. Top four have broken away from Matt Smith in fifth, and Smith's got a healthy gap back to the sixth place car, Blazer. Then it's Taylor and Bigelow almost side by side here. They're nose to tail basically for 7 and 8. Murphy is ninth and Burns is 10th. But I want to get back to the front because slope car on the front, we got a caution. Don't know what that was for. These guys just went around somebody. May have been Kyle Thayer. And the right front gone on that car again. I don't have an incident for him anywhere in my list. So we don't know exactly what happened, but we'll slow the action. It was getting pretty good there towards the front. And the wave around car of Murphy getting around again. That'll leave a Lamb, Jacob Lamb, the only car not on the lead lap that is on the racetrack currently, and he's all the way back in 15th. All he needs is to wave around and he can get himself back to racing for positions here. You're already back there. You got to ask for the wave around. We're going to go to the front. I don't think we're going green. Yeah, I think we're going around one more time. Still 17 laps to go. There we go. There comes Jacob Lamb. He'll get himself back on the lead lap. Murphy, Thayer, Burns, and Stallings are the cars off track. Still 14 guys. Everybody back on the lead lap now. So we'll see. Can Tony Martin get another one of them restarts, or does Adam Vinny have his timing? Adam Vinny better put the whip to the horse because the guy behind him, well, that guy's been coming forward on every single solitary restart. Here we go again. It's going to be Martin. Perfect on the start. He'll keep the lead. This time up the hill. Contact as Abbott slid up in front of Vinny, and I don't know. I think Adam Vinny's car is heavily damaged. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Adam Vinny's car heavily damaged. Let's get our drone cam out. Up the hill. Tough slider. Vinny was powering up to get off the corner, knocks the right front off of it. A lot of damage to the left front corner, right front corner of the 14 car. That's going to make the fans section definitely boo the 32 car heavily. So Martin, Boudinot, Abbott, Smith is fourth. Blazer is fifth. Taylor, Bigelow, Murphy, Burns, and Scott. And I think Adam Vinny, they're able to fix his number 14 car. We'll see what he can do to recover. 32 car making his way back to the back of the field. They double up. Be 15 to go. Ready for the restart. Now Martin's got Boudinot back up here. So now he'll have to be perfect. He's been perfect on every start and restart thus far. Pace truck's out of the way, and he does it once again. Great start for your leader. Boudinot to second. Smith is third. Blazer is fourth. It's a battle behind that. Here comes the 51 down on the bottom. He's going to try to put himself in the top 5. Bigelow is now up to the 5th spot. Brock Bigelow. Late in the going in the 27, starting to move forward. We'll go to the front because Martin is going to get a challenge this time. Boudinot crosses underneath. He'll throw the slider down in 3 and 4. We may have our first new leader of the race, and we do. 34 car. Corey Boudinot goes to the point. Takes the lead away from the 22 of Martin. Here comes the 31 of Smith. Smith was just a little right front damage. That nose lifted up a little. He's pushing a little bit of a sail right there. A little dump trucky. Maybe why he gets behind a car and kind of stalls out. Clean air, dirty air, doesn't matter if it doesn't get over that front spoiler and up onto that right front fender. That car is not going to drive exactly like it should. Blazer is still in the 5th spot. Abbott is 6th as he recovers. He went to the back and he's all the way back up here again. Scott 7th. Vinny is 8th and working around the high side. He'll move to 7th out of turn number 4 with 10 to go. Martin locked back in on the rear end of the 34. These two starting to break away from Smith. They're out about 2 seconds on him right now. Early in the going, the 34 had an issue. He went to the work area. He came back out. He restarted about 13th. Worked his way through the field on every restart. He passed at least 1 or 2 cars. And now he finds himself back out in front. Martin. Looks like he is just being steady, smart, patient. As we're down to 6 to go, it's going to be the wave lap next time by. Harold, the car right in front of these guys. Oh, Russell Harold spins the car out, and that's going to bring a caution and a restart. So let's go watch the 41. He is right in front of our leaders. About the straight, almost the full straightaway. He gets down into 3 and 4. The car goes up the hill, and around he comes. And if he'd have just let that car roll, he'd have rolled right into pit row. I'm not sure we would have got a caution out of that. So we'll get at least one more restart here, and it'll be with 5 laps remaining. Boudinot, Martin, Smith, Abbott, Blazer, then Vinny, Bigelow, Scott, Taylor, Everett through the top 10. Burns, Murphy, Lamb, and the other Murphy. So Aaron Murphy and then David Murphy. And David Murphy in the 18 in the pits. We may be down to a single file restart with 5 laps to go here. And it definitely looks like that's what we're going to do. That's a big advantage to the guy out front. Now the guy behind has got to time it perfect and make the right move, because the laps will tick off very, very quickly. All right, pace truck's out of the way. Time to go back to green flag racing. Boudinot did exactly what he needed. Got a perfect start. He's going to open it up by about 4 car lengths. Martin still second. Smith is third. Noah Abbott fourth and Blazers fifth. They're single file. Noah Abbott going for that podium spot. Showed the nose to Matt Smith, and Matt Smith just drove away. Tony Martin trying get back to the rear end of the 34 of Boudinot. He wants one last chance to try to get this win. He led the vast majority of the race. We're coming down. It's going to be 2 to go this time, and he's there, right to the bumper. The battle for third isn't over yet. Noah Abbott has it, but Smith is trying to take it back, and I don't think it's going to work out for him. He fell quite a ways back there coming out of 2. But Martin right back there again. White flag this time. He's got 4 corners to get a pass executed. In early. Car got a little squirrely. That may be enough. Into 3 and 4. Does he go for the big bomb slider? He went to the middle. Boudinot is going to win the opener. Martin second. Abbott third. Smith and Vinny 4 and 5. Wrong race. Well, let's put the right one up here. There we go. Blazer 6th, Bigelow 7th, Scott was 8th, Everett 9th, Taylor 10th, Burns 11th, Murphy 12th. So Aaron Murphy 12th, David Murphy 13th. Lamb 14th, Harrell 15th, Thayer 16th. Burns was 17th, and Stallings will get credit with an 18th place start. Get ready to get down here and talk to our top 3, if they make it in. There's Noah Abbott. I want to make sure we have some good levels for all these guys. Noah Abbott, you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, man. Hard fought, but a third place finish tonight. The season opener for the Midwest Pro Late Model Series. How was the racing out there in that 40-lap show?
I think that setup that Michael had was pretty good. It was pretty tight there. Caused me to wreck there in that heat, and I just kind of gave it up. Figured I'd just try to battle here. Battle all the way from the tail all the way up to, what, third or second or whatever, and I think the call on the EOL was kind of crap. He could have let off, but he chose to kind of drive it up to them at right rear and take himself out. But, hey, I thought I was clear, and but they had to fight again and fought all the way back up.
Yeah, it looked like track was getting fairly slick, and pretty much if you weren't up on the top where the momentum was, you were probably not going forward at all.
Yeah. Yeah, the top, it was working, but I think that slider, you had to kind of throw it in there as a slider and hope it sticks on the top end.
All right, man, great way to open the season. Shoot some shout-outs and some thank yous out there, and we'll let you go celebrate.
Oh, yeah, shout out Heatwave Visual and Black Rifle Coffee, and Michael for putting this on, and you for broadcasting it all. We appreciate it.
All right, man, thanks for chatting with us, and congrats on a great run tonight.
All right.
That is Noah Abbott, and now let's grab Tony Martin and bring him in. Tony, you led a lot of it, just a little too much 34 car at the end.
Yeah, that last caution, kind of backed everybody off and kept tagging the wall with my rear end, so I kept having to gather up the car. But he drove a good race, and I'm all right with second tonight.
Yeah, it looked like you were able to get great restarts all night long. He had to pass you under green flag, but the one time I saw you kind of move off the very, very top is the time when he got the best run off you. Were you looking, searching for something, missed the line? How did that happen?
My goal was to stay up there, so I probably just missed it a little bit and was trying to find whatever I could for where I was.
Yeah, it looked like really that track was so slick from top to bottom in the corners that if you didn't get to the very top, I'm not sure anybody was going to be able to do anything, and you just left the door open a little bit too long. But an awesome run, man. Give us a couple shout-outs, some thank yous, and we're going to let you get out of here tonight.
All right, just thanks my guys over there at Stealth Performance Industries. Thanks a lot.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. We'll look forward to seeing you back real soon.
All right.
That is your second place finisher, Tony Martin. And now let's move on to a guy. He was at the front He had to go to the back, and then he drove his way back to the front, passed for the lead with just a few laps remaining. And Corey, you kept it out front once you got there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I grabbed that wall, and then I just ended up running bottom after that restart when we went back green. Just survived a couple of wrecks and made my way back to that front. I knew I had to slide Tony at least in turn 3 and 4. I wasn't going to beat him if I did it in 1 and 2. I only knew he was going to lose if I did it in 3 and 4, and I sent her on in. I sent her down deep, boy.
Well, it looked like a couple of laps there. He might have missed his line a little bit. You closed way up. You had a great run. And when you threw that slider in there, did you think for a second maybe he had found his line again? He might be right there on your bumper when you got up there.
I mean, I was a little bit worried about him doing the crossover on me at some point in the race, but like for some reason those last 5 laps when we had the final restart, my car just did not feel like it was handling at all any good like it was for the first 35, and that's when I'm like thinking to myself, he's really gonna slide me at some point. I'm gonna have to go for a defender slider again, and luckily he just never did it.
Well, an awesome run, man. You're going to pick up the win at the season opener. You got some shout outs and some thank yous before we let you celebrate?
Yeah, Fusion Setup Shop, Random Designs Paint Services, SRC Miller Racing, and this league here for putting this thing on.
All right, man. Congrats on the win. We look forward to seeing you back real soon.
Yep.
That is your winner tonight, folks. He drives a 34 car, Corey Boudinot. All right, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Good way to open the season. We are not sure about next week's show. I am going to be out of town Friday, Saturday, and most of Sunday. We're going to have to see how things work out on Saturday. We may be getting a hold of these guys and telling them, well, yes, we can, no, we can't. So we've already let them know we won't be able to do every show for their whole season. I really don't have anybody I can put in my spot to fill in for them, unfortunately, because everybody that does fill in for me has Sunday shows. But we're going to do the best we can for them, see if we can get them some more coverage, because it looks like this is going to shape up to be a lot of fun for these guys. So you may just have to check in with us next Sunday night. I want you definitely to check in tomorrow night for both shows, 8 Eastern and 9:30 Eastern, Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder. And then come say hi to us at 8:30 Eastern on Tuesday as well this week. The rest of the shows, kind of a wait-and-see type of deal. I want to thank you all for being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. And without all the awesome leagues giving us great racing like we saw here tonight, there is nothing for us to cover. So everybody gets a high five and a pat on the back. Till we see you the next time, God bless you all. Peace and love to everybody.